Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully update all that our book name individually, all that our object data. How can do that work? I hope it's very much clear to you, right? If you write down anything, automatically that will be changed. Great. Now in this video, I want to discuss about another condition as a render condition. Okay, with this render conditional, how can working with this better I show you. It's very important, one of the parts of friend, that is all that basic core functionality. Make that sure you understand it very clearly. It's very core things. Like for doing this, I want to do in our book list component. So into the book list component here, that is a return. I have written one of the book list. Right now there is a book list, right? And after that I want to do to add one of the button, and that is our book. So here I want to do and to take one of the button. I simply loaded this button, and also I want to do and to close this button. And into this button area I want to use one of the on click events. So that will be the on click. Okay, that is on click, and into this on click area I want to do and to load one of the method. So I will create one of the method. Like if you want to access this method, then that will be this, and I want to create one of the method as a toggle books, whatever the name actually choose. Right now I name it as a books. Great. And our text, button text will be as a toggle books. Okay, so I simply loaded that toggle books. Now we have to create this method. I simply copy it, and now I want to do, that is our books, right? After that input change, so that is ended in here. Before this render, all that our function, all that our method will be actually executed before this render. Okay, now I want to declare that name. I simply paste it. That will be as a toggle books, and I want to create one of the array function. That will be one of the array functions. So I simply loaded this array function. Great. Now that is our method. Right friend, and also I want to create another property into the state area. Okay, into this states. After this I want to create another property. I just name it as a show books. Okay, I name it as a show books, and for the first time our this property value will be as a true. Okay, I make it our this property value as a true. Just simply understand, I simply declare in our states, into this states area, I take one of the property as a show book, and for the first time I make this property value will be as a true. And now I want to do, when you click this button, okay, that means when you click this button here, I have already loaded one of the function as a toggle books. So now if you go to our toggle books method, and here I want to do, when you click it, I want to change that this property value. For the first time by default that will be as a true, but when you click it, I want to make it as a false. Okay, so if you want to make this as a false, like that is our toggle book. Here I want to first of all I want to set these things, right? Here we have to change it. So I make it as a this, and then the set states method, into the set states method area. Here which data I want to change? I want to change this show book. And that means that is our show book. Here I want to change the show book, and this will be changed with you can use it as a false directly, rather than better I want to make it as a not. Okay, not as a show book. That means this, and then state, and state our property name as a show books. Okay, so now that will be as a not show books. That means that will be changed. When it will be as a, for the first time our show books will be as a true. When you click our button, then that is our method will be executed, and here in our show book property, this value I become changed as a not true, right? So that is not true means right now that is false. With the set states method we can do that work very easily. I hope friend it's very much clear to you. So now I want to do, for the first time that will be as empty. When you click it, if there have any button, then that will be display all that our book. Okay, so for doing this, if you go to our map, because every data I have actually loaded in here, right? So that is all that our map, and this map I display that things with these books. So now we have to access our which things. We have to access our new property I have created as a show book. So if you want to access it, then that will be this, and then state, and state property name I name it as a show books. So I simply added one of the conditions. So when that will be the show books will be as a true, then that will be display all that our books, right? So here I have already passed it. I take everything into this books area in our map. So now then that will be display these books. So now I want to do then that will be display as a books, and else I have already discussed about that things with you. That is one of the functional component. If there have any show books data, then that will be display our books. Else it should be display as a null. Okay, else it should be display as a null. So that is a simple condition I simply added in here. First of all, I have to run it, and then everything will be more clear. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see right now our show. That means if you go for the first time, I make this as a show book as a true, right? And also right now, if you click as a toggle books, you can see everything is totally gone. So it means what? It means here then when you click as a or toggle boots, that is one of the button as a on click event. Into this on click event I pass that our method, right? So that is our function here. That is a function. Into this position I simply change our property name as a show book. Then that will be as a not show book. That means that will be as a false. Okay, our this property value, our this state property value, then that will be a change. For the reasons you can see, it's now gone. It's now gone, and also I displayed in here. That means I put one of the condition when that here, that is in our show books, if they have everything okay, then that will be display as a books, else it will be displayed as a null. So for the reasons when you click it, everything is gone. That means everything is become null. And if you click it, if you get that data, that means when our show book is a true, then that will be display all the data, right? Because here I have already added that condition. When into the state our show book will be as a true, then that will be display all that our books data. Because into the map I have already get all that our books component data, take that things with this variable. So now then that will be display as a books, else it should be display null, and you can see it's now become null. Okay, how much easily we do that work, I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.